Hi, Israel here, and on this video we're going to be continuing our series of 5 things that you can do to increase the value of your property. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so throughout the week, we've been talking about various things that you can do to increase the value of your home. So let's continue with number 4, entry door steel. That's right, by installing a steel entry door, you could be increasing the value of your home up to 2.5%. Let's go see how that translates into dollars. Again, let's take the average home price in the US, which is around $280,000. You're talking anywhere from $7,000 to about $8,500 that you can add to the value of your home just by doing that one thing. And let's see what additional information we were able to pull out of Google. Well, according to a magazine, Cost versus Value by Remodeling, installing a quality new front door has the highest return on investment, up to 91% when considering selling your home. Now, I also wanted to add this additional piece of information. I was able to pull this info out of FixR. It says fiberglass versus steel entry door. And as you can see, the cost of a fiberglass entry door, it's almost 5 times as high as a steel entry door. Again, one of the purpose of this series is to try to find ways that not only can you increase the value of your home, but doing it in such a way that you're stretching your investment as much as possible. Okay, now I have a report from the census that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's go take a look. Before we move on to the report, let's try to understand what the building activity indicator is. Well, building activity indicators provide a critical insight about the health of the broad economy, largely because the level of construction activity plays such a key role on the overall performance of the economy. In fact, construction spending accounts for around 5 to 7% of the overall GDP at any given year. Okay, now having learned this, let's go take a look at that report. Earlier today, this report was published by the U.S. Census Bureau, and in it we have 3 categories: building permits, housing starts, and housing completions. Building permits for the month of November were 1,639,000. Housing starts, that means projects that have begun, 1,547,000. And we have completion of projects up in the 1,163,000 mark. Next report is going to be coming out on January 21st. Okay, and as you can see on this graphic, in the last 5 years, there's been a steady increase of these permits, with the exception of what happened on, we all know, with the pandemic. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what impact these numbers had throughout the regions. Again, this is going to be a comparison between November 2019 versus November 2020. Now, starting on the west, there was a little bit over 400,000 new permits given out. That was an increase of 8.6%. Now, moving to the south, there were 868 new permits given out. That was a huge increase of 14.4%. And when we move to the Midwest, there was 219,000 new permits. That was an increase of 5.3. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Northeast. They only had 149,000 new permits. That was a decrease of 13.4 from the previous year, 2019. Now, if I had to summarize this report, I would say that in the next few years, we're going to have a stable real estate market. I don't see any big changes happening, especially with this whole coronavirus. Again, we have the vaccine. It's going to take a little bit of time to implement it throughout the entire country. So at least in the real estate market, I think it's going to be stable in the next couple of years, probably 2 to 3 more years. And with that, now let's go take a look at those interest rates. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a conventional loan, 30-year fix with a 20% down payment. First column is going to show your FICO or your credit, depending on what that credit is. These are the interest rates that we're offering as of today. Were there any changes? Yes, they were for the people in the 660 range. Looks like the rates dropped just a little bit to 2.875. And again, with the competition, their rates are tied to a FICO score of 740 or higher. Let us now move on to the second program, and that's going to be an FHA loan. Again, 30-year fix, only requires a 3.5%. There were changes for those with FICO scores of 740 plus. It looks like as of today, we're able to offer you a 2.25 mortgage interest rate. Competition-wise, we have Quicken Loans at 2.375, Citibank and US Bank both at 2.625. Okay, and that should complete this video. Again, I hope this information was helpful to anybody that's thinking about refinancing or buying a home. For all those homeowners, I hope that this series, again, is helpful to you when you're thinking about either raising the equity or putting your house on the market. If you have any questions, definitely give me a call at 661-388-7667. God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.